If your man left you, listen closely. Don't scroll, don't distract yourself, don't numb yourself. This video is not for the weak version of you that's begging for love. It's for the woman who's about to wake up. The moment that he left you, it's the universe way of saying it's time to remember who you are. Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel Hind Beauty. Don't forget to show your support by liking this video, commenting and subscribing to my channel. Allow yourself to feel the pain. Don't run from it, okay? First, don't pretend you're okay. You're not okay and it's fine. Cry it out, grieve it out, yell at the top of the mountain if you want, yell at your pillow if you want, cuddle with your cat, whatever needs to be done, okay? But feel it, allow yourself to feel it. And by the way, feeling the pain, crying and all of that is not weakness. It's actually, it takes a lot of strength to do that. But you're better off feeling the pain, grieving it, crying it out. You're so lucky if you're so in touch and self-aware with yourself and your emotions that you allow yourself to cry it out, allow yourself to feel it, instead of having it stored as trauma. Some people don't even know how to express and are even aware of this. They go on numbing these things with drugs, with alcohol, with cigarettes, with partying all the time. They don't even allow themselves to feel these emotions. So you're lucky if you are able to cry. It takes a lot of strength. Most people that are actually weak just go to alcoholism, go to some sort of addiction. If you have an avoidant attachment style, don't take them leaving as a signal of you chasing. Please, girls, respect yourself. Them leaving is all the closure that you need. You don't need explanations, you don't need replies, you don't need calls, you don't need anything. That is all the closure that you need. So respect yourself. The only exception to that is that if you keep texting them or calling them and it makes you realize your self-worth more, it makes you realize the kind of person that they are, that they didn't value you enough, that you deserve better, in that case, by all means, talk with them. Because then you'll realize when you text them, you realize they're not worthy of your time. You realize you deserve so much better than that. You realize that you are worthy of someone that gives you time, that gives you explanation, that gives you care, that shows you care, that shows you that they love you 10 times more than you love them, okay? That shows you that they love you every single day, that they never let you have a doubt about their love, okay? That don't let you chase, that let you be in your feminine and soft and happy. Because a person that cares about you will not sleep for 1 second knowing that you're sad, that you're crying, knowing that you feel pain. They'd rather die than see you in pain, okay? That's the person that actually loves you. But a person that knows you're in pain and don't do anything about it, don't reply to messages, this person does not care about you and you deserve so much better. I hope you know that, okay? You cannot heal by chasing someone. You heal by feeling the pain, crying, understanding it, journaling it, expressing it out, and choosing yourself again. You know you started healing the moment you start going back to yourself. The moment you pour all that love that you were pouring out back to yourself. That's when you start knowing that you started healing from them. When you see yourself, you see in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I'm worthy of so much more. Oh my God, I love myself. I'm obsessed with myself, okay? How did I even let that happen? When you start seeing this, that's when you know that you're starting to heal. Let the tears flow, but once they dry, remember you're that woman. You just forgot who you are for a moment, and that's okay. Understand the trigger. Awareness is key. Journal it out, express yourself out. Ask yourself, why does it feel so painful? Because maybe it's not even about them. They're not even that special. Maybe they just reopened a wound that you have, a trauma that you had that you were not even aware of. For example, fear of abandonment. This happened to me before. I thought like, I know this person is not that special, why does it hurt so much? But I understood why. They triggered my fear of abandonment that I had, that I was not even aware I had. Fear of abandonment does not come from just someone really leaving you, or like a parent figure leaving you when you're a child and some huge big thing. It can actually just happen by a small moment in your childhood where your mom left you for a second, where you needed her, or it can happen for anything, like a colleague left you in a situation, anything that at that time you didn't know best, and at that time you were still small, or a child, you didn't know a lot, and it just hurted you, and it hurted you so deeply, and then you just numbed it, you just moved on, and you didn't deal with it. And it can happen like years later, someone abandons you and suddenly you feel this extreme pain. Have nothing to do with the person even, okay? This person is not that special. It's not special, and it's on a pedestal because you put it on a pedestal. That person is special because you are special, and you give them that energy and that magic to think that they are special. It's actually reopening a wound that you have, a trigger that you have, either fear of abandonment, fear of rejection maybe, or some insecurity, fear of not being enough, fear of not being good enough, something that you're insecure about maybe, and that they pointed out and left, and they said that's the reason they left. And by the way, please don't always believe the reasons that people say that they leave when they say so. Some people will just come up with anything, and you can never know the full truth. Like, if your intuition is telling you they left you for a specific reason, that might be right. Don't blame yourself so much for whatever reasons they say, because it might not even be the actual real reason. Awareness of the reason of this pain and this trigger is healing. Journal it out, ask yourself questions, and keep digging. So for example, if you ask yourself, why do I feel this pain? And you'll be like, they hurt me, you're gonna get emotional in the beginning, cry it out. It's because, yeah, they said maybe I'm not pretty, whatever. It's like, why does their opinion matter though? Like, why do I care why they think I'm pretty or not? I know I'm pretty, so what does that mean? I'm insecure. Why am I insecure? Keep digging into it all the way until you get to the actual reason, and you take that and you do the shadow work and you work on that, okay? Because it's not about the person. I can promise you that in most cases it's not even about the person, it's actually a trigger inside of you, okay? So once you're aware of that trigger, it stops controlling you. Well, once you know the trigger, you have to make sure to work on it, because if you don't, the universe will keep repeating the same lesson, sending you different people to learn that lesson and have that karmic tie until you learn the lesson, until you work on it, until you decide, I deserve better, until you finally understand that no one can give you or take from you or from your words in any way if you don't allow them to. That you are worthy of the love, of all the love, that you pour the love instead of out in. Once you learn that, that's when you heal. That's when you start attracting high quality partners, high standard partners. The keep going back phase, don't shame yourself for it. We all go through it, okay? You probably will text him again, will stalk profile, will DM him, call him, send him an email, a pigeon, I don't know, whatever. You'll hope he misses you, he calls you, whatever. And by the way, they always come back eventually, but I don't want you attached to that, okay? It's okay if you text him. If it's okay if you call him. Yes, it's all okay. Let it happen, in fact. Because it's gonna come to a point, it's gonna reach to a point when it's gonna disgust you. You're gonna be disgusted by the breadcrumbs that he's giving you. You're gonna be like, I'm accepting this behavior? No, sir, I'm not. What is this? I'm worth better. I deserve better. So eventually you reach that point when your body, your thoughts reject them. The idea of even lowering to their level, of even their face will start to like disgust you, because you're like, why am I allowing this behavior, this low behavior towards myself? I don't hate myself, I love myself, so why am I allowing someone that doesn't even care about me or reply to me properly or all of that to be in my life. In fact, why didn't I actually left them sooner? I'm disgusted of them. You're gonna reach that point. And once you reach that moment where you get disgusted, instead of feeling desperate of wanting them, that's when you know you've shifted your energy from outwards and leaking your energy to them, and actually calling your energy back to yourself and taking back your energy into yourself and your love inwards, okay? So don't judge yourself, don't shame yourself. We all go through it. Every message, every call, every stalking his profile, whatever, do what you gotta do. Every attempt to fix things or whatever, you're gonna eventually realize, well, I have some self-respect. I respect myself enough that to realize he does not care about me, and actually I deserve so much better than this. And even if he comes back and tries to come back, at that point you're gonna even already be disgusted by the whole behavior. Their behavior and their lack of care and their bare minimum and their breadcrumbs should disgust you literally. Once you work on your self-respect, on healing, as I said before, the point before, you realize your actual trigger and what happened actually was the actual pain, not about them, then it's gonna be disgusting to even talk with them. You're gonna be the one blocking them, and if they talk to you, you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to you, okay? They're gonna literally disgust you. So even if you begged, even if you cried, honor that. Always stand by yourself, okay? Always honor yourself. No matter what you do, stand by yourself, because who's gonna stand by you if you don't even stand by yourself, okay? I don't care what you did. I don't care what you did. You can maybe like have called him, stalked him, I don't care. But stand by yourself. Respect yourself enough. Don't shame yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No. Respect whatever you did to heal. If you did that, be like, okay, I did what I had to do. I saw what I seen, what I needed to see. Honor that version of yourself too. She's just a little baby that's looking for love, okay? She's just a little girl looking for love. But she had that courage to love. You know, a lot of people are not able to love. Literally, I know some girls in my past that literally would be like, I don't know how you have the courage to love. I literally never been in love in my life. I wish I could just fall in love just once in my life and experience it, but I can never. Do you know how crazy that is? So the fact that you had the courage to love them, that is, honor yourself for that. Love yourself for that. That you have so much love within that you can pour it out to someone else. It was the wrong person though, so you have to take it back to inwards, to yourself, until the right person comes. Rebuild your self-worth brick by brick. Self-worth is not coming from his attention, okay? Not from his validation. It's built in silence. It's built in healing, inside, okay? From inside of you. You give yourself self-worth. Nobody is allowed on this planet to tell you what your worth is, okay? Only you can define your worth. Only you have the power to define your own worth. So start reminding yourself who you were before you actually was with him. So remind yourself who you were before he actually shook your center, before he drained you from your energy. Because men feed off woman's energy. They drain a woman's energy that you end up having an empty cup and you just filled his cup. So no, go back to filling your own cup. How? Start reconnecting with your beauty. Have your space beautiful. Dress up for yourself. Put makeup or not for yourself. Do your hair or not for yourself. Everything you do it for yourself, nobody else. Take care of your skin, take care of your hair, oil your hair, massages, everything, okay? Body care, put oil in the evening, put creams on your body, do your everything shower, do your rituals, reconnect with your beauty, reconnect with yourself. Remind yourself how beautiful you are. Start reminding yourself of your softness, of your power, especially the one you had before him. A lot of women, after a breakup, they literally feel empty. And you have to start reminding yourself, look at pictures before you were with him, okay? And remind yourself of your power, of your beauty, of your softness. And if you were in an abusive relationship, or if someone was like constantly lowering you, belittling you, maybe, or most cases, it's because they're insecure inside. And so they want to make you feel insecure. So you shouldn't believe anything these men say, okay? So if they say, I mean, even if a man says the sky is blue, I'm still gonna check if the sky is blue. The only time I will believe a man is when he says you're pretty, when he's saying you're gorgeous, okay, you're smart. These things I can believe, okay? Anything else that he says, if he says, oh my god, you have like, I don't know, big waist, you have acne, whatever it is, I don't care. Don't believe it. You know, you're ugly. Don't believe him. Why would you believe a man about yourself? You know yourself more. So go back to everything he ever criticized, note it in your journal, okay? And put on the other side, why did I allow him to make me think that I'm actually that? Do I truly believe that? If he said you're ugly, do you truly believe you're ugly? Work on that. Why did you actually believe you're ugly though? Something is wrong in your face, fix it, okay? Start taking care of your skin. Start taking care of yourself, of your hygiene. Start taking care of your hair. If you don't have long hair, start taking care of your hair. It's work. Self-care is literally work. Like, not everyone is born naturally beautiful. But if you do your self-care, you know, do the best, and I swear, it gets easier in time. Once you develop routines and you get used to those routines, it becomes easier in time, and you keep stacking those routines of beauty, and eventually it becomes just like natural, okay? And it becomes a natural beauty because you built it and it's natural. So whatever you do, okay, you do what you gotta do, you learned it, you do the best you can do with what you have, okay? Romanticize your healing, start meditating, listening to your body, yoga, workouts. In fact, make it even a challenge to yourself to become the best version of yourself. Flip it the other way around. If he wanted to make you weaker, actually, you're a phoenix. Go up stronger, okay? So you don't need his validation or nobody else's validation or attention, okay? You need your own recognition, and you owe yourself that. You owe yourself to give yourself that, to give yourself your own worth, your own recognition. Self-respect is queen energy, okay? So stop replaying these scenarios and shaming yourself, blaming yourself, and everything you did wrong. Stand by yourself. I repeat, stand by yourself. You might have lost control, you might have begged, but so what? Okay, so what? You're human, okay? Just remember that you had that much love in you. Stand by yourself. Speak to yourself gently and say that I understand why you did that, okay? I understand that you just wanted love. You just wanted reciprocated love. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying, okay? We're humans, we crave connection. It's part of who we are, okay? We're not meant to live our whole life alone. We were not born to be on this earth like absolutely alone and isolated. Real self-respect means accepting every single version of you, even that version that actually begged, that shamed yourself, that whatever, all of them, even the broken one, even the one that was crying, even the one that was like sitting on the floor crying. I don't care. You love yourself, every single version, okay? Respect every single version, and understand that person needed a hug. Understand that that's maybe the little girl in you that needed a hug, that needed just love and a hug. It's normal, it's human. As a girl, like, it's very, very normal, okay? So make sure to speak to yourself gently. Speak to that version of you gently. Don't, if a girl is crying, you don't go to the girl and yell at her. No, so don't do that to yourself. If your little girl inside you is crying, is done things that maybe are not the best, sit with her, understand why she did what she did, and hug her, okay? Love her, hug her. That's when you start rebuilding that self-respect. Hug that version of you to heal, okay? You shouldn't reject her. You should actually hug and embrace that version of you, hold the hands and take your power back, okay? You start rebuilding your boundaries, you start rebuilding your self-worth, your self-respect, you become unstoppable. No one shakes that, okay? After you do that, no one can mess with you. Like, no one can mess with your peace, with yourself, with your self-worth, with your self-respect, with your boundaries, with your care. No one can mess with that anymore. So when you stop shaming your past self, you become untouchable, unbreakable, okay? Because like nothing matters. And that's when your energy truly changed. And that person actually, and that's literally when they always come back, okay? That's literally when they will come back. And when they come back, please don't take them back, obviously, because anyway, regardless, once you reach that point, even if they come back begging on their knees with loads of gifts or whatever, you will not take them back, because you'll be like, no. And trust me, they always come back, all right? And if they don't come back anyway, it's their loss anyway. But literally, once you get to that, you unlock that energy, okay? They feel the shift even if it's miles away. And that's literally the moment that they come out. Once the moment you detach and you respect yourself and you know your self-worth and you rebuild your self-worth and you do everything I told you in this video, shift, energy shifts. And it's miles away, everybody can feel it. After this, the next step is to reinvent yourself, your habits, everything. And that's the Phoenix phase. And I'm gonna be doing a whole other video about how to reinvent yourself, how to rebrand yourself, how to claim your power back and rise like a queen, okay? And also, when he gets back, how you deal with it. I'm gonna be doing a video about how you deal when he comes back. Normally, you don't take him back, but I'm also gonna just make a video about this. Don't rush your healing. Don't force yourself to move on. There is no such thing as a timeline on when you need to move on. Just keep returning back to yourself. Keep pouring back the love to yourself. On one day you wake up and realize you actually never lost them. You just found yourself. Never lost anybody, okay? You're not lost. You actually just need to find yourself back. That's all. And take all the time you need for that. But of course, don't take forever. Don't cry forever, you know? Go back to yourself. Make sure you go back to yourself. Don't fall into that depression, okay? At some point, okay? Wipe the tears, journal, deal with it, do all the work that I told you in this video, and rise like the phoenix that you are, okay? Like the queen that you are, all right? Reinvent yourself and all of that. I'm gonna, as I said, be doing other videos about all of these steps. So if you must grieve, cry, do all you need to do, but rise at the end. Because this pain is not destroying you, it's rebuilding you, it's making you to this queen version of yourself. You're gonna have stronger boundaries, better power. You're gonna become that woman that you're supposed to become in the first place. And don't let anyone stop you from shining, from rebuilding, from taking your power back. Thank you, ladies, for watching my videos, sending you a lot of love and healing your way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.